Hi everyone, Jarrod here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Gravity Rush for the PlayStation Vita. One quick note I want to make, the footage that I've captured here that you're going to be seeing was done using a tripod for my camera and things like that, so I couldn't really move the PlayStation Vita, and this game does have gyroscopic controls to make finite adjustments when you're in the air. So in other words, you're not going to see the greatest gameplay footage of all time. So I just wanted you to be aware that no, I'm not drunk while I'm playing the game. Okay, so let's jump right on into this. Gravity Rush is easily the most innovative game that has been released for Sony's new PlayStation Vita, their new portable. It's one of the only games that's on the market right now, and just if you don't want to listen to the rest of the review, just want to say that this is one of the games that you really should try if you have a PlayStation Vita. It's simple as that. Now, what makes it so interesting is the fact that you can alter the different gravity states in the game. As you'll see in the footage, you can like fly pretty much. You have the ability to float and then change the gravity's axis in any which way you want. So you can, in theory, be fighting enemies while upside down underneath a city, or you can run alongside the, I don't know, say like a big tower. You could run up a huge tower on the side of the building, things like that. It sounds kind of gimmicky, but it actually works really, really, really well. Just to enhance the gameplay a little bit, what the developers did was the main character, her name is Kat, she wears a scarf, and this scarf allows you to always pinpoint where the ground is, because at any point in time, if you press the left button, the L button, you can basically cut the gravity back to where it originally was, and obviously you don't want to fall to your doom. Another thing that I really like with the game is basically it has like an open world concept to it. So you can run around the whole city, you can pick up different challenges, and these include basically like there'll be combat challenges, race challenges, there'll be slide challenges, just a whole bunch of different challenges. And you use these challenges to get these little orbs, which you then use to unlock new moves. These moves can be things like combat, specific skills. They could be to do with the way you pick up different objects in the environment and throw them, just all these different things. Also really enjoyed the combat itself. I found it was nice and varied. You can either fight on the land, fight in air, fight on the side of buildings, fight all over the place, and depending on how you upgrade your different abilities, you sort of customize your character to the way you play. I really enjoyed that. Progression was also very well done. Basically, as you take on new main missions, you always feel like the pacing is moving along at a brisk pace. So in other words, sometimes you might not get new powers, but you'll push the story along, which is actually really unique. I'm not going to mention anything about it. It's just very interesting, and just like the whole gameplay world itself is very, very interesting. But anyways, yeah, so the progression feels very good. It's very quick, very fine. I also found that the whole game is very, very portable friendly. So what I mean by that is there's an autosave feature pretty well once you do anything. So if you need to just play for 5 minutes or for 3 hours, it really works well. Missions are rather short, so don't expect like an hour-long quest, things like that. And finally, the overall presentation, as you can see, might not be super clear, but it's one of the nicest looking games on the Vita. It's very unique. The enemy designs remind me a lot of the shadows from the Kingdom Hearts series, but in terms of the audiovisual presentation, it's absolutely outstanding. Art design in particular is just wonderful. Voice acting is really well done, even though it's all like gibberish talk, and music is also very, very impressive. A few things that weren't outstanding, I'd say, is the camera. It's not perfect. It takes quite a bit of time for you to get used to the way it swoops in and out as you move around the gravity's axis, and you'll see in the video, you'll see exactly what I mean. Sometimes the camera is like all over the bloody place. It takes a little bit of time to get used to, and also you'll find that the gyroscope helps tremendously when you want to make just a little tweak while you're playing. I did find, though, that at the end of the game, while I enjoyed the story, I found that the end of the game left a lot of questions unanswered, which is obviously because they want to make a follow-up to the game, which is very exciting. And basically the only bad thing I have to say about it is the fact that I wish there was a little more variety in some of the mission types. It gets very, very repetitive as it goes on, especially with the combat. It's always like, okay, we'll go here. Oh, we got to fight some of the Navy. That's what the enemies are called. And it just gets, I don't know, I find it lost that creative edge it had at the beginning of the game. But anyways, I still highly recommend Gravity Rush to anyone who has a PlayStation Vita. It's one of those games that's really, really unique. It got a little bit bashed by the popular gaming sites out there, but I really think it was a really, really fun and one of the best games on the PlayStation Vita. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be back soon. Thanks for your support.